Hi friends, it's Deanna Williston with Our Blooming Catholic Life, and I'm coming to you on Christmas Adam, which is, the day before Christmas Eve because Adam came before Eve. Anyway, so I'm coming to you today to tell you a little bit about Liturgy of the Hours for the Christmas season. So we were following along okay in our volume 1. I made that video, right? And then it changed for the 17th to the 23rd. And we've talked about before how there's all these different little bitty guides that you can use, and they don't agree. The apps don't agree. They aren't all 100%, at least here in the English version in America. They don't all agree because there's these little optional feast days, and then there's copyright issues with the apps, and so it can get a little crazy. But whether you have the 4-volume or the 1-volume, the Christmas holiday is super easy because everybody agrees. So for Christmas Eve, we're actually going to be praying Evening Prayer 1 for Christmas. So Christmas Eve, let's see here, that's going to be page 394. In the 4-volume, in the 1-volume, it's going to be on 140. So what did I say? 394. Here I am. And it does, in fact, actually say, can you see? December 25th. Christmas right at the top, and it starts with Evening Prayer 1. So super easy if you're going to start with Evening Prayer 1 tomorrow. If you're starting, it's Christmas Eve, and you're starting at a different time. Let's see here. Let's go back a smidge. Let's look. Some readings. So let's go back just in case you're doing the other ones. The other ones you're still on. It's still going to be similar. Let's see here. December 24th. When you go to December 24th, it starts out, see, here's this wackiness, December 24th. It gives you an antiphon that says inventory psalm as in the ordinary. Okay, we're good so far. And then it has a hymn, 132, but then it says psalms and antiphons are from the current weekday. So then you're going to have to flip back here. And that's going to be on page 1118, Thursday, week 4. So that's where you're going to be getting your Psalms for Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are completely different animals, except for once you hit evening prayer. Once you hit evening prayer on Christmas Eve, we're actually on Christmas. And so things are going to change. And like I say, you're just going to go to page 394. It starts with evening prayer. The hymn is there. The antiphon's there. Starts out with Psalm 113, there. Psalm 140, Antiphon 2, there. Psalm 147, there. Antiphon 3, there. The canticle from Philippians, it's there. The reading from Galatians, it's there. The responsitory, the Canticle of Mary antiphon, it's there. Intercessions, there. The prayer at the end, there's even an alternative closing prayer. And then you're going to see next is the Office of Readings, the inventory and the Office of Readings. Guess what? They're all there. If you're not sure how to pray it yet, you are going to have to go look at the ordinary. What's the ordinary? It's literally ordinary. It gives you the format for praying any given hour or office. So let's see. Other than that, it's a straight shot. It's even giving you the hymn right there, which it has not been doing that exactly here in Advent. And so it's all going to be there. So Christmas Day is probably one of the easiest Liturgy of the Hour days to start with Liturgy of the Hour. It really is, because it's a straight shot. It's literally right there. And it has not been like that for all of Advent. Let's see what the next day is like. And we are going to end with Evening Prayer 2 is still in Christmas, right? It's just like a Sunday. It's a feast day. So Evening Prayer 2 is still going to be under December 25th. And then the next one, it says Sunday in the octave of Christmas. Like, what? And it warns you, if Christmas occurs on a Sunday, the Feast of the Holy Family is on December 30th. There's no Evening Prayer 1. There's all these little crazy notes. So let's go out here to my little calendar. And let us look at, once we're through Christmas, how about the second day of Christmas? Where is it at? Oops. Yeah, that's going to, wow, it's going to the Proper of Saints, And the Psalms and Canticle from Sunday week 1. It is going to go to Sunday week 1, which it tells us right here, Sunday week 1. Okay. For morning prayer. Interesting. So even though it's Saturday, isn't the night? Did I pick Saturday? Saturday the 26th, but we're going to go pretend it's Sunday. So it gets confusing again, friends. So focus on Christmas. Other than that, we're going to check out our little guides and things. And remember, if you were doing prayer, liturgy, the hours with family or other people and you're using different guides, this one is the St. Joseph's guide, but there's also a St. Francis guide. There's the divineoffice.org app. There's iBreviary. If everybody's using something different, it's okay. You just have to agree on which one to go with. So whoever's the leader, you would go through and say, like, oh, we're going to do, notice how I went through before and I said, I gave you the page number. So I said 394. And so everybody would kind of look at 394, or if they have the one volume, they're going to look at the one volume, they're going to go to 140. And then what you want to check is what's the same. So after you say that, you're all going to decide on a hymn. Now, when we do it on Zoom, we only have 1 or 2 people sing the hymn because it can just be too much all at once, right? We can't all sing at one time, or you have to mute yourself to sing. So people decide on a hymn. It may or may not be the hymn that's there because it depends on what people know. And the hymn's not the most important part here. So then we're going to look, and you're going to say, you normally say what the first psalm is. So in this case, it's Psalm 113. And we all go, aha, yes, I'm on the right page because I have Psalm 113. Now remember, during Advent, we then often had to change pages for the reading. So our other clue, we're always going to make sure we're singing the same hymn. Hymn doesn't matter which one we're singing necessarily. We just all have to agree on it. The psalm, however, all needs to be the same and correct. So we would check Psalm 113. And when everybody gives you a thumbs up, you know that you're good to start with. Now we want to look at what is the reading. You would say, as the leader, does everyone have Galatians 4? Everybody should be giving you a thumbs up that they have Galatians 4. If they do not, now I will tell you, you don't want to say Galatians 4, 4-5. That's going to throw people off. The one volume, and sometimes Divine Office and some of the different apps have longer or shorter, I think just mainly longer, sections of readings than the 4 volume. So you don't give the verses. You're just checking. Is it in Galatians chapter 4 for the reading? And people will say yes or no. The only other thing that is usually different that you're going to have to check on, again, Christmas, you're pretty good. That's the one that everybody seems to agree on. After Christmas, there can be some variation for minor feast days of saints, because sometimes you can choose, remember, between the office of, say, the office of common of pastors or the common of doctors. If they were both a priest and a doctor of the church, different apps are going to pick different ones, right? So it's okay. We just all have to agree. And that's one of the ways we check to agree, is checking which psalm is first and what the reading is. The other thing that may happen is, and it's often up to the leader to say these parts anyway, the antiphon for the Canticle of Mary or the concluding prayer may be different in evening prayer. And so for those, you again just agree on them, or the leader's the only one reading it, so it shouldn't be super confusing to everyone. You just check and make sure they know that you're doing that before you start. Otherwise, you're going to see panic faces on people. That is one of the nice things about doing it on Zoom, is you can tell if you're doing it wrong. Somebody's going to be making a face on Zoom at you. So either you've got it wrong or they've got it wrong, and you can check. And it is, while we would love to all be beautiful, high mass, saying all of it in Latin and being beautiful, we're not there yet, right? A lot of us are really just starting praying this with others right now. And so we need to be lenient to each other. So if you look up and you see people with a face of panic, it's okay. We often stop and say, hey, what's wrong? And we check and all get on the same page again and move on. It's okay. We can make mistakes right now. It is one of the things about 2020 that I think is making us stronger and better. And that is praying the Liturgy of the Hours together out loud more often. I really think we're becoming better at it. We're really learning the ins and outs. Where before, if we didn't quite understand what to do, we might have allowed ourselves to biff it a little bit more, right? Or just goof up, or, hey, I'm skipping this section because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. There's no excuse anymore. We have friends that we can learn from. And it's actually really great that we're all using a variety of apps and things, because we're making all these great questions and learning so much about this beautiful, beautiful prayer of the church. This goes with the Mass. It's the continuation of the Mass. It's so that the church as a body is praying unceasingly all throughout the day. It is so beautiful. And if you're only even going to do it at Christmas, most of the apps are free. Look them up. Pray along with us, at least on Christmas. God bless you, friends, and Merry Christmas.